You want to pull it out of country world and go into some Everly
Aubrey,
Brothers?
we're in country world.
Well, I'm just saying we're running out of country songs.
There's a million country songs out there, Aubrey.
That's true. Hey, I'm on your clock, man. You take it away.
I really want to do a Roger Miller tune soon, but I've been slacking on my Roger Miller game.
You have been, yeah.
Anybody like Roger Miller? Yeah, me too. So. What do you got? What do you want to do?
Do you want to go into All I Have to Do Is Dream?
Let's get a little poppy. You want to get a little poppy with the Everly Brothers?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Let's do the Everly Brothers. So I've got a cover of this song on the YouTube.
We do have a cover. Oh, you have a cover.
Yeah, me and my friend Zach, we have a cover of this song on YouTube. Somehow it got a pretty good response. I think it's up to like 25,000 plays or something like that.
It is, yeah. Zach is
and they're not just my mother. That's what I'm saying. Me and my friend Zach, we watched some old videos of the Everly Brothers on the Ed Sullivan Show and tried to like mimic kind of what they were doing and stuff. And it's funny, he was like wearing glasses and like a sweater, and all the comments are like, "I didn't know young Bill Gates could sing."
Yeah, we were like, wow, never put that together.
The internet, it's ruthless. Do you remember the words?
I hope so.
You Blue is the first one. What's really crazy about this tune is Chet Atkins was like producing everybody at this time. Chet Atkins actually produced Elvis's first couple of records with RCA, and he was the guitar player and producer for this song. Yeah, and so he does just like a little, like that's pretty much all Chet Atkins does in this song.
But it totally makes it.
Yeah. So this song's called All I Have to Do Is Dream. For this evening is another Everly Brothers tune, but we've only performed it never live.
Never live.
So we were actually in Pensacola, Florida. You guys ever been to Pensacola? So they got a fort down there. There he is. He knows. Hey, don't be ashamed, sir. Don't let her get in the way. You've been there, and I want to know. So we went down there, and it was really great. I guess it was about a couple of months ago now. And we went into the state park. Fort Pickens was out there, and of course no one was there. And we actually shot a video of this song inside the fort, which I don't know if I'm allowed to do that or not.
But we did.
But we did it. Come to find out, the Secretary of Interior was there that day, and I didn't even know it.
Yeah, he was just like up on the floor above us. So we were just
There were like all these park rangers there, and we were like, "Is it cool if we're here?" And they were like, "Yeah, it's fine. Just don't go up there." And we're like, "All right, whatever." Come to find out, he was like making his rounds on the national parks to be like, "We need our national parks right now." So
we were down there
people
supporting the national
so
parks.
people like us can shoot some videos.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, if we mess this up, just imagine we're in a fort, and it's a lot cooler than it is.
I know you guys, we've told you many times, I'm sorry if we forget the words. I promise we know our songs. But this evening, we were like, let's try for some new ones, some new tunes that we don't do that often. So you're hearing material that...
This is the first time you played out in, how many months, right?
Exactly, right?
So you're knocking the rest off, and we have no judgment, man.
Yeah.
No judgment.
No judgment on these 3 cameras you got on.
No, none at all.
No pressure whatsoever.
We can work on those cameras. Don't worry about it.
You want to try it?
Sure.
Anybody like a good... this is like one of those perfect songs that like a Gunsmoke episode would have been made about, you know? Matt Dillon, where's he at? Festus. Come on, let's do this. Who else you got?
No, come on, you know Gunsmoke better than I do.
Doc.
This is just all for you.
Rifleman. You want to do that one?
No.
All right, whatever. My dad, I grew up watching all those shows. Hey, y'all have a lovely evening. You know, have a good one.
Don't call people out.
I told them bye.
I'm just kidding.
All right. Woo, I'm scared.
Me too. I'm a little nervous right now.
Can we have one of those moments, you know, when you pay like $200 to see somebody perform and then they mess up and everyone claps for some reason? If we mess up, that's what I want. Okay? Now don't just clap in the middle of it because we might not have messed up and then I'll be insulted. Okay?
Now you're psyching yourself out.
I know. All right, you want to do this?
Yeah.
This song is called Take a Message to Mary. Bob Dylan did a version of it on Self-Portrait, but no one cares about that record. So, let's do it really Everly Brothers like.
I'm into it.
All right, game time. 1, 2, 1.
These are the words of a frontier lad who lost his love when he turned back. Take a message to Mary, but don't tell her where I am. Take a message to Mary, but don't say I'm in a jam. You can say that I had to see the world. Tell her that my ship set sail. You can say she better not wait for me, but don't tell her I'm in jail. Oh, don't tell her I'm in jail. Take a message to Mary, but don't tell her what I've done. Please don't mention the stagecoach and the shot from a careless gun. You can say that I had to change my plans and cancel out the wedding day, but please don't mention my lonely cell where I'm gonna pine away until my dying day. Mary, oh ask her so. Just tell her I went to Timbuktu. Tell her I'm searching for gold. You can say she better find someone new to cherish and to hold. Oh Lord, this hell is cold.
Never performed that one live. Never.
We actually did. We decided we wanted to shoot a video in that fort, and we were like, yeah, this song's great. I think I recommended that song, and we were like, yeah, that sounds awesome. And then we fell asleep that night, and it was like our last day to film it. And so we learned it on our way to the fort.
Well, I'm vitamin D deficient, so when I get a lot of sun, I get real tired.
That is not relevant to that story.
That is totally relevant. Well, honestly, that song was actually a suggestion from someone.
Yeah, it was.
Just like this one is. And I'm going,
listen.
Little do you know. And yeah, we had a blast doing it. So, what do we want to do now?
What do we got?
We're having a good old time now. It's just like the old days.
I know. I'm going to do Jolie.
Do you guys want to hear a little Dolly? Do you Capo 3?
No.
No Capo?
I don't think so.
So,
either that or one.
you guys ever been to Dollywood? Aubrey went, hey, you ever been to Dollywood?
No.
Someone's got to take you to Dollywood. That's messed up. Thank you, though. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to embarrass you. I took Aubrey to Dollywood for the first time last year, right before all this stuff happened.
Yeah.
And the lightning rod was closed. That made me sad.
But oh my gosh, I just had no idea what to expect. I didn't grow up in Knoxville, which is where we live now. And of course, Dollywood's like 30 minutes away from there, 45 maybe.
Yeah, it's in Trevor.
Yeah, it's in Trevor. Yeah. And I was just truly a kid the whole time. I was like, this is incredible! Oh my gosh, there's butterflies everywhere. She knows what she's doing, really. So, go. I recommend it.
So we're going to play a little Dolly tune for you.
Indeed.
This song is the song that, broke her out.
Oh yeah, everybody knows this song.
I'm just putting a little backstory to it.
I'm agreeing.
Jeez.
Oh, Jolene, 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 Jolene. Please don't take him just because you can. Please don't take him just because you can. Please don't take him just because. Jolene.
Thank you.
Travis, you got maybe 2 songs left on the clock, and I want to remind everybody: drop some folding money in the jar, buy a CD, a shirt, show your appreciation to these guys. They're fabulous, and man, the harmonies, you're killing it, man.
Thank you.
Not pocket change, folding money.
We also have an email list up here, and anytime we release a new video, we always send it out to folks. So if you don't like subscribing on the YouTubes or anything like that, we'll send you an email every now and then. But, warning, Bigwood's the last name. Check that spam folder. You know what I'm saying? What do you got here? We got 2 left.
Yep, we can do.
What do you guys want to hear? Any vibes? How you guys feeling?
That's like a very broad question.
And I want it to be broad, I'm not trying to pigeonhole anything. Make us dance. Dancing number. Fever?
Oh gosh.
Do you remember the words?
I'd have to hold the words for that one, but I could maybe try it. We'll give it a go. When we did the All Elvis evening, I did do this song. Yeah, still clap for me, all right? You just noodle around there, Trav. Let me. God, isn't it great to have the internet in your hand these days?
All right. Do I remember the rest of it? Yes.
We don't know.
Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. Fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime, moon lights up the night. I light up when you call my name, and you know I'm gonna treat you right. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. Fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever, that is something you all know. Fever isn't such a new thing, fever started long ago. Romeo loved Juliet. Juliet, she felt the same. When he put his arms around her, he said, Julie, baby, you're my flame, thou givest fever. When we kissed it, fever with the flame in youth. Fever, I'm on fire. Fever, yeah, I burn for Sue. Everybody's got the fever, that is something you all know. Fever isn't such a new thing, fever started long ago. Fever started long ago. Oh, fever started long ago. Yeah.
Thanks for recommending it.
I played that on Upright at the Elvis show.
He did.
Nobody could ride with me to the show because the Honda thing, remember? Thank you, sir. I like this. Any other suggestions? I got one more song left in me, according to the headmaster. According to the clock master. Let's see here. What do we got on that list here?
We got these days?
Let's end on. We mentioned Jackson Browne a lot tonight. Jackson Browne fans? Anybody? We can end on a Jackson song. We actually had the pleasure to meet Jackson Browne. I know some of you guys have heard this story. We were up in New York, and last year our ventures took us all the way to Houston, Texas, all the way up to Ringwood, New Jersey. Mm-hmm. And we played like 50 or something shows last year, which is a lot for a bunch of folks who are working 40 hours a week too. We got to go to New York, and we were playing up there, and just so happened that Jackson Browne was playing at the Beacon Theater. You're not coming back this time, are you?
Have a good one,
Thank you for coming back, though. Yeah, have a good one, brother. And Jackson Browne was playing at the Beacon Theater, and the gentleman that we were up there with actually knows Jackson, so we got to... The best thing about it was we had tickets. They were perfect seats, and at the historic, Beacon Theater, and someone snuck us in the back, so we got to go through the back, and his band had played with everyone from Bob Dylan to Bruce Springsteen, all that stuff. And just a beautiful show. I mean, that guy came out, no opener, performed for 2.5 hours, and just killed it.
Yeah, it really was incredible.
That man ain't slowing down. Y'all have a good evening. So this song is called These Days, and thank you guys for having an evening with us. It's been a real treat. We'll remember it, because it's the only show we're going to have for a really long time.
But also, it's been fantastic. Truly, thank you for coming and spending your evening with us. It does mean a whole lot, and we're so pleased to be here. So, thank you.
Don't confront me with my failure.
Mullins here, hanging out with me this evening. I'm Travis Bigwood. Thank you for having us, GrinderHouse. Mr. GrinderHouse himself over there. Let's hit it with some moves.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.